whatever it takes. It's heli. I seek no rewards. Look.
Pressures of being great. I'm tatted with scars, I feel the look from their eyes, I know they gazing from far. Overcoming my fears, I never wanted this life, been giving them pain. Know my soul been paying the price, give fuck about the ice. Really, I just give on my life, been thinking too much. Inside my head, I'm living it twice, been feeling convicted. Every time I step on this mic, my art form, it come from God. This ain't no gimmick, my nigga, the vision really is vivid. See my canvas and shiver. Every time I'm here to deliver. My ex-bitch, she ain't believing, now she crying me rivers. She got a heavy heart, but ain't no time for reminiscing. Guard my energy, won't turn me to a victim. Believed in my potential, fuck what you projecting. I make you see my words, like this is a projection. I pray to God to calm my soul, yes I need some protection. Ain't busted down my watch, ain't busted down my chains. Got everything to lose, got everything to gain. Yeah, my soul tied to this shit. And I told the opposition that I'll die for this shit. It's you versus you. Never let this fucking world ever tell you who the fuck that you supposed to be. It's you versus you. Never let them tell you who you are. Define yourself, nigga. Focus on your dreams. It's you versus you. Never let this fucking world ever tell you who the fuck that you supposed to be. It's you versus you. Never let them tell you who you are. Define yourself, nigga. Focus on your dreams. It's you versus you. It's you versus you. In conversation with myself, the hardest battle of all. And when you look inside that mirror, are you seeing your flaws? I became a man, and my dad was never involved. But all these people trying to be the same, it's hard to evolve. Gave birth to a poet. Really, I just write what I saw. And all them days alone writing, it was just me and God trying to find my purpose. I needed a sign. Many days I was lost, I was trapped in a bind. The type of fear that I felt, you can feel in your spine. It's me versus me. I knew that I was different from niggas. I talk my shit, and really I be shitting on niggas. I'm staying humble. Yeah, I'm staying humble. Ain't busted down my watch, ain't busted down my chains. Got everything to lose, got everything to gain. Yeah, my soul tied to this shit. And I told the opposition that I'll die for this shit. It's you versus you. Never let this fucking world ever tell you who the fuck that you supposed to be. It's you versus you. Never let them tell you who you are. Define yourself, nigga. Focus on your dreams. It's you versus you. Never let this fucking world ever tell you who the fuck that you supposed to be. It's you versus you. Never let them tell you who you are. Define yourself, nigga. Focus on your dreams. It's you versus you.
Don't let this fucking place define you.
It's you versus you.
At the end of the day, you gotta look at it. Who are
it's you versus you.
What do you do this for? They're always gonna tell you what you're supposed to do, but at the end of the day, long in God's pain.
Peace, man. We're gonna start this thing off right, man. We just getting into the intro, man. We ain't even got started. I want y'all to hit that like button, thumb up the video, support the channel, man. We just getting started, man. The artist that you're looking for name is Heliway, man. Moderators, drop that phone.
Got a 4-5 with a new drum, but a new vibe in the street.
I sold my heart right to the streets and I can't play with that. This shit that I did for the streets, I'm not gonna talk about that. I bought my youngins a new 40, told them play with that. So when them niggas spin the black, how you gon' play with that? Got a 4-5 with a new drum, but a new vibe in the streets. Red down on the back blocks that I died in the streets. 4-5 with a new drum, but a new vibe in the streets. Man down on the back blocks that I died in the streets. Body's on my conscience, and I won't let it. Paranoia taking over, I won't let it. Out your right mind, you won't sober. Well, the streets took a toll on you, but you a soldier. This shit I seen too many times before. Drugs taking over, they won't let them go. They make a wrong move, fuck it, we gon' let it blow. He just let me know that niggas' minds ain't right. Only killing for protection. My young niggas got obsessions. For that clout, they gon' press him. Consumed by the hate, another snake that's gon' bless him. He's supposed to be your brother, but he's screaming out that slime shit. Got a blood oath with my family, that's my tie. Y'all put your faith in me, and now we got it, we gon' all shine. And that's my word to the streets. 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 That's my word, yeah. I sold my heart right to the streets, and I can't play with that. This shit that I did for the streets, I'm not gonna talk about that. I bought my youngins a new 40, told them play with that. So when them niggas spin the black, how you gon' play with that? Got a 4-5 with a new drum, bought a new vibe in the streets. Man down on the back blocks, so that I died in the streets. 4-5 with a new drum, bought a new vibe in the streets. Man down on the back blocks, so that I died in the streets.
Father God, first I ask for forgiveness. I ask that you look past our times that we have fell short. Father God, for there are ones who do not know your love, Father God. I know that is my purpose, to be a lighthouse in your grace. Wherever you lead my steps, whatever obstacle or hardships to come, I pray that you give us strength in the face of the enemy. Father God, thank you for listening to my soul. Amen.
I sold my heart right to the streets, and I can't play with that. This shit that I did for the streets, I'm not gonna talk about that. I bought my youngins a new 40, told them play with that. So when them niggas spin the black, how you gon' play with that? Got a 4-5 with a new drum, bought a new vibe in the streets. Man down on the back blocks, so that I died in the streets. 4-5 with a new drum, bought a new vibe in the streets. Man down on the back blocks, so that I died in the streets.
Hey, man, make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all come in, man. Politely, man. Put some pressure on that like button. Appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your brother Aboriginal Power. This is the Wake and Bake Show, man. We ain't even got started yet. We already got 164 people in here. We just now getting to the intro music, man. So make sure y'all hit that like button. Let's get it, man. Let's get it, man. I need y'all to hit that like button. Support the channel, too, man. It's a 2 for 2 today, man. You know how we do it.
Whatever it takes. It's Hallie. Just say when. Just say when. Just say when. Just say when. I gotta feed the block, fuck with he only gon' lose his top, yeah. All the time that I lost, I'm watching both hands on top of the clock, yeah. My niggas, they say I'm the one, I had to believe inside I'm a pop, yeah. I got a voice inside, they tell me to live, and I can't stop, yeah. Just say when. I'm waiting for you just say when. I'm waiting for you just say when. I'm waiting for you just say when. Waiting. Roll now, I was watching it go down, I don't feel like I'm home now. All the love that I get from the whole town, yeah, we know that it's up now. Thank God that we moved from whole pounds, we be rocking them shows now. Paranoid that I got from a past life, got me gripping the 4 pound. One life I was living before now, now we breaking the dough down. Same pain that's inside of my heart, nigga, on God I won't fold now. Shine light, gotta shine on the whole crowd, show the world how to glow now. God body what I'm giving the world now, cause I'm showing my son how. Gotta move hand, think like AK. Gotta move hand, think like AK. Gotta move and think like AK. Like AK, yeah. I gotta feed the block, fuck with he only gon' lose his top, yeah. All the time that I lost, I'm watching both hands on top of the clock, yeah. My niggas, they say I'm the one, I had to believe inside I'm a pop, yeah. I got a voice inside, they tell me to live, and I can't stop, yeah. Just say when. Just say when. Just say when. Just say when. Waiting. Just say when. I'm waiting for you just say when. I'm waiting for you just say when. I'm waiting for you just say when. Waiting. Whatever it takes. The Hollywood.
Hey, lazy, this shit is crazy.
What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going? These raps is like some scripture to me, yeah, they different for me. See my dog pass away, that shit get vivid for me. Praying on my downfall, I won't fall, yeah. Before I jump that porch, we learn how to crawl, yeah. I rose through from the concrete. The shit y'all boys cap about beyond me. I'm a born G. I be kicking out this flame, bitch, like Bruce Lee. I know they speak my name in vain, but I can't worry about it. All this pain that's in my songs, it got me hurting about it. How my niggas doubt me like there's no birdie from me. They talking dollars and baguettes, we still behind the trench. Broad daylight shooting handguns from behind the fence. I'm with some killers that's gonna hit bout it. In the spot that you got, you might get blicked out and rerouted. How y'all said that y'all believed in me. How y'all said that y'all believed in me. How y'all said, what the fuck is going on? 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 These raps are like a scripture to me, yeah, they different for me. See my dog pass away, that shit get vivid for me. Praying on my downfall, I won't fall, yeah. Before I jump that porch, we learn how to crawl, yeah. These raps is like some scripture to me, yeah, they different for me. See my dog pass away, that shit get vivid for me. Praying on my downfall, I won't fall, yeah. Before I jump that porch, we learn how to crawl, yeah. What the fuck been going on? I got brothers, but y'all moving on. I thought them bonds were strong. Look, tomorrow, hit and promise your dog could be gone. You can't prove me wrong. I can't put another soldier name inside a song. In them trenches, I was back then. Rubber grip the Mac 10. Foundation solid, I got traction. If I don't do it, who taking action? I kill it with passion. I remember back when niggas standing tall for their bottom. That was back when niggas stay solid and we caught them when they crept in. Ain't want nothing moving on that block till we stepped in. Niggas getting stepped on as soon as niggas caught wind. These raps are like some scripture to me, yeah, they different for me. See my dog pass away, that shit get vivid for me. Praying on my downfall, I won't fall, yeah. Before I jump that porch, we learn how to crawl, yeah. These raps are like some scripture to me, yeah, they different for me. See my dog pass away, that shit get vivid for me. Praying on my downfall, I won't fall, yeah. Before I jump that porch, we learn how to crawl, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey man, we're gonna get into one more intro song, man. And we're gonna start this thing off proper, man. I need everybody to hit that like button, thumb up the video, support the channel, man.
Wild Indian, yeah.
Hey, V, line them up.
I'm a wild Indian, you know I go crazy. Ain't really Indian, that boy Fugazi. I just keep it player, you can never play me. You got an ass so fat, girl, let's make a baby. And another one. Then I'm back to the trap, I'm trying to double some. She a bad woke chick, and I love her tongue. We some jurisdiction boys, we some one-on-ones. Look, don't compare me to no Martin dog, I'm like Malcolm X. Job about our freedom, we'll leave a crack a stretch. Round of applause, boy, you know we clapping text. Chucky dog, child play, yeah, nigga, that's what's next. Open up the cans just like Arizona. Pull up masked up like we got the Rona. We set up jurisdictions when we buy the corner. How you claiming that's your hood and you not the owner? Be the B, I just pulled up in the need for speed. Free the land, tell the colonizers that they need to leave. Wild Indian up in my veins, you know how we bleed. You ain't gotta lie about who we is, dog, just keep it G. We at war, we can't keep the peace. Since we at war, gotta keep the peace. Whack a comb, then I meditate. Should I need to breathe? Keep a Olmec head when we slide, dog, cause we the shit.
Like my niggas said, bitch, we the shit. I can't keep the peace. If it pop off, then I want a piece. I'm just on release. I'm in go mode, motherfucker thief. In these streets like EBT, when we at war, make peace with me. I don't give a damn, understand. Fuck who stole this land, white or black or tan. Understand, it's fuck who stole this land. Might have seen me get little buddy these hands. He wasn't no apple man. A lot of these dudes is Sambo man. They full of shit like my ammo can. What they call an N-word out the wrong mouth as an ambulance. Wild Indian, get it in advance, or you can post date it. Ask around, I'm the most hated. Straight sacred, they stole acreage. Yo, ape shit, show ain't shit. It won't be televised, I don't take shit.
Be the B, I just pulled up in the need for speed. Free the land, tell the colonizers that they need to leave. Wild Indian up in my veins, you know how we bleed. You ain't gotta lie about who we is, dog, just keep it G. We at war, we can't keep the peace. Since we at war, gotta keep the peace. Whack a cone, then I meditate. Should I need to breathe? Keep a Olmec head when we slide, dog, cause we the shit.
Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to Threads 3000 and Job Bricks for that fire ass song that they put together for us, man. Definitely put together some heat, man. Y'all know what we here for, man. We gonna get it in, man. We just getting started, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. It's about Aboriginal Power. I need y'all to hit that like button, thumb up the video, support the channel, man. Y'all know what's up with it. Y'all know what we here for. Y'all know what we here for. You heard? Hold on just a second. Yeah, man, let's get it in, man. I need everybody to hit that like button, man. Y'all know what's up, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Can I get everybody to hit that like button, thumb up the video, and support the channel? If y'all can hear me loud and clear, drop a fire emoji in the chat, man. Y'all know what this is, man. This is the Wake and Bake Show, man. This is the Wake and Bake Show. This is how the Wake and Bake Show always started, man. I know the vibes, man. For those that's coming in here, y'all want to shop Aborigine, y'all want to get some of this gear, y'all want to get some of the Aboriginal Power gear, y'all want to get some BAP gear, y'all want to get some Aboriginal TV gear. Hey, man, I'm going to run that commercial right now.
KM sliding on the beat, that bitch go play.
Cody Metro.
Threads 3000.
They doing this bad with
Yeah.
stuff like this.
That man.
I know my people ain't fight for this.
Martin was fighting for civil rights, but we ain't got human rights. I ain't tryna hear no fall in line, cause you ain't gon' do me right. Martin was fighting for civil rights, but we ain't got human rights. I ain't tryna hear no fall in line, cause you ain't gon' do me right. We know who we are. 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 They mad. Choctaw, Cherokee. We know who we are.
Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Make sure y'all go shop, man. Support them, man. Go shop Aborigine, shop Black, man. Y'all know the vibes that we cooking up with this evening, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. It's good to see y'all in the building. It's Grand Rising, man. Let me plug my computer charger up, man. Let me plug my shit up real quick before it cut off on us. We don't need that happening. Because I am going 2 for 2 for today, man. I am going 2 for 2 for the day, man. Y'all got to support the channel, man. I'm giving y'all heat. I'm coming back to back with it. Like the old Meek Mill. He say back to back. You know that? Shout out to everybody in the building, man. This is the Wake and Bake Show. Y'all know our tradition, man. State your name, what city and what state you from, and what you smoking on this Grand Rising, man. We on a good-ass raw. Put up a raw paper. You know what I'm saying? Something healthy. Something healthy for the Grand Rising. Yeah. Now we want to get into the Aboriginal topic. You know what I'm saying? This is an open panel type shit. You heard? We want to talk about Black people. You know what I mean? We want to talk about Aboriginal history. We want to talk about this fake Indian shit that niggas be pushing. I understand when people understand that their grandparents said that they was Indians. Mine did too. And I understand who the true Indians are, which is the Aboriginal inhabitants of this land. All right? So you see the title, man. You see the thumbnail, man. From pyramids to teepees. Who are the Black Americans? Did we come from Africa or was we here? That's the conversation that we got, man. I will drop the link in the to the panel here in a second, man. I just want to chop it up with y'all. How y'all feel about this situation? How do y'all feel about this situation? Do you think that we came from Africa or was we already here? Y'all tell me. Matter of fact, y'all won't get a chance to tell me verbally. I'm gonna drop the link to the chat, to the panel here in just a second. I'm just getting my vibes together. Y'all bear with me. Y'all see these Aborigines right here? See, they always illustrate them as naked savages, but then show you some shit that they created. Did y'all know that they created the boat? Aborigines in America created the boat, man. The boat. And I'm the boat, which is the best of all times when it comes to this Aboriginal information. So when we break this shit down about who our peoples is, man, we got to be very, very, very clear. The Indians, before they was called Indians, they was the first inhabitants of people that was here. The term Indian was applied to the Aboriginal people. Did y'all know that? So before you was an Indian, you was an Aboriginal. Obviously, because Aboriginal means first inhabitants. You understand me? We went from building pyramids of all sorts all around the world with magnificent design, science of metallurgy, coring out of rocks and marble, to less than a few years down the line. You understand me? To less than a few years down the line, living in a fucking teepee. You niggas is some teepee niggas, man. How you gonna go from pyramids to teepees? Ask yourself that. How you go from advanced technology to some of the most low-life, primitive technology? It's because it's all a lie. Y'all run around thinking y'all got somebody else's culture. You Indian niggas want to put on feathers, go to powwows. You niggas want to, and listen, and I don't mean no offense to anybody that claim to be Indian. I got brothers and sisters that's part of Indian tribes that understand who they are as Aboriginal. You understand me? Indian being another classification, another descriptive term applied to our people. See, that's what I want y'all to know. That's a descriptive term. All this is a descriptive term. The term Aboriginal is descriptive, but Aborigine is in law. It's a descriptive legal term to describe the first people. I descend from the first people, y'all. You got to ask yourself, who do you descend from? Who do you descend from? Man, y'all don't even understand what's going on out here. People been eradicating and fabricating this history, and you got brothers that's been doing the work, like Ab TV, like motherfucking Attention is one. Hell, like Big Al. I gotta be real with y'all. I'm the most consistent with this shit. Shout out to all my brothers, man. Real talk. Shout out to all my brothers. But I'm the most consistent with this shit. I'll be applying pressure to anybody that's not going with the real truth, man. I don't want to see no niggas run. Niggas be on Twitter, on spaces that came from being black that all of a sudden think that they Indian and shit. Now, I'm going to drop the link for anybody that want to come on, man. Like, this with any discussion. I'll be seeing niggas in the chat all the time. I ain't going to say no names. They know who they are. That be shitting on the word Aborigine, but don't want to come have an intellectual conversation with the brother Aboriginal Power about who the Aborigines of America is. See, the link's in the chat right now. The link is in the chat. Support the channel too, man, by the way. I want to know some of y'all point of view on what y'all think. We Indians? Was we here already? We Aboriginal Indians? Or did niggas come from Africa? This whole, I be hearing a lot of these Indian niggas all of a sudden saying that they Indian, they all this. And when you start asking them questions about their motherfucking lineage, they go back to Africa and Asia and shit like that, man. What's up with that bullshit, man? I'm not going for that no more, man. I'm not going for that bullshit. You understand me? I'm not going for that bullshit. We teach nigger culture. We teach Aboriginal culture. We teach that we wasn't living in pyramids. We teach that we built all the buildings and structures, and Europeans came over here and usurped it and took it as they for themselves. No, we don't teach we was no butt naked ass niggas running around this bitch, man. We weren't butt naked. You think we was butt naked, man? Hell no, we weren't butt naked, man. Your ass gotta be out your rabbit ass motherfucking mind.
Get off her. What up?
Man, what you back here yelling back in the background for, man? What you got going on, little Ling Ling?
I'm with my doggy.
Oh, okay. Hey, today we agree. How y'all doing? Shout out to everybody. Y'all got the flow real quick. I'm gonna let y'all get 30 seconds to get y'all spill in. Go ahead, Tyron. You got 30 seconds, man.
Hey man, you listening on the Alquan show and the Indigenous One show?
No, I didn't see that, man. I didn't see
man, you missed it. We got into it with a small hat and a Pan African. It was a twofer.
Damn, man, that's what's up, man. I'll go check it out sometime today, man.
All right, man.
I appreciate you. Today we agree, man. You got 30. How you doing, sister?
Hey, how y'all doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Grand Rising, peace and bliss. You got 30 seconds. You got the flow.
Oh, okay. I'm not even know where you want to start because
You go wherever you want to go. You got it.
Well, we were finishing up about the sacrifices, but you seem like you want another topic. So
yeah. Okay, about the sacrifice. Yeah, we're gonna get to that in just a second too, though, about tapping into that, because a lot of this sacrifices happen to pertain to Aboriginal blood. So yeah, we want to get into that in just a second for sure. So just stay on here. They ain't gotta go nowhere.
We'll be on the bedside.
For sure.
We got exact measurements.
All right. Shout out to American Engine. We got American Engine in the building. What's going on, Miss Engine? Or Mister American Engine, unmute yourself. Man, we got Zoe Morrison on here, man. What's up, Zoe?
Man, what's going on with you, big dog?
Man, you know I can't call it, brother. Everything peaceful. How about yourself?
Oh man, I'm doing the same. You know what I'm saying? It's putting one foot in front of the other right now.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you got the flow right now, brother. You got the flow. 30 seconds. You got it.
Oh no, I wanted to tap in, man. Show my respects to you. You know what I mean? You already know, man. I'm supporting anybody that's trying to educate. What they might feel is the truth. You know what I mean, or what they might feel. Will bring their people some type of salvation. So you already know. I just tapped in. Show give my blessings.
No, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it, man. We definitely trying to get it in, man, and wake up our people when it comes to this information, man. So yeah, I appreciate you coming on. All right, we got Deuce's M's. What's up, Deuce? I'm gonna unmute right quick. You got the flow, man. Who got their mic unmuted on here? American Engine. I'll get back to you in a second, big dog.
Oh, it's just me.
I first like to say it's sad that a lot of people just assume that we all derive from Native Americans, and I think that's white supremacy that's been indoctrinated within our people. I'm a believer and follower of Sheikh Annie Gi. A lot of you brothers need to go ahead and study that brother, who believed that the Native Americans here migrated here out of the motherland after the third glaciation period. Right. So whether they came on slave ships or whether they came then, all of humanity descends from the motherland. And I'm gonna close with this, right? My family on both sides used to always, we got Native American in us, we got Indian blood in us. So I did a DNA test, and motherfuckers don't believe in DNA unless they watch a Maury or they see a motherfucker getting convicted in a criminal case by DNA, right? But I run my DNA test, and we had 0 native blood in us, right? But we had some Europeans who were immigrants. I followed the paperwork, right?
So they got census paperwork. They lived in Kansas, Indiana, New York. These is Irish and British immigrants. And once they were in these cities, as soon as they seen the Trail of Tears going down, opportunities for land in Oklahoma, they moved down there and they changed their race and identification to Cherokee Indian and Choctaw Indian. But before they identified themselves as white, bro. So they probably did lie to some of our people, and our people seen them getting them native checks and native land, and assumed they was telling the truth, right? But really, come to find out, they were really $5 Indians, man. So not saying that some of us didn't mix with. Look at the Seminoles in Florida. Some of us did mix with it.
Hold on, man. I got.
This guy's a Pan-African agent.
Hey, Tyron, please, brother. Thank you. Listen, brother, I'll let you go on for a little second with this long Pan-African classic DNA rant. Let me tell you this, sir. Sheikh Anta Diop, right? We very well informed on him and his white wife, right? In his out of Africa, Afrocentric point of view. But listen, sir, no Africans migrated here. We're not Native Americans. See, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all done confused a lot of niggas in America that think that claim to be Indian because their grandmama said it, right? Y'all got these niggas thinking that they came from Africa too, over a Bering Strait. Listen, bro, niggas that been here. We got the oldest civilization in the world. We have pyramids in America that was already standing, being occupied hundreds of years before Egypt even started constructing their first one. So my question to you, brother, why would an African leave out of Africa, not build no civilization there yet, leave to a foreign land, build civilization there first? That doesn't make any sense.
Can I answer? You asked the question. So, well, first, I believe that it was more so about the terrain, and but as far as I dispute.
African Bap. He a TP African.
Hold on. Let the brother get his spill off. Yeah. But listen, this is what I'm saying, bro. This ain't the I believe channel. You understand me? You're going to have to come with some facts and some proofs about something. Give me a source.
Well, I say the same thing because for all scientific thought, respected scientific thoughts beg to differ on you saying that pyramids were built here first. And then I would go to ancient Kush, who had over 1,000 pyramids broke, even though only about 200 stand because they were destroyed, but had over 1,000 pyramids built before any was built in America. And that's a scientific fact.
You do realize America has more pyramids than Kush, right?
Sir, scientific fact says there's only 370 pyramids in the whole entire continent.
No, that we could Google that. I beg to differ. Since we go on scientific fact.
Pull it up.
I'm telling you what I know, not what I'm guessing, bro.
You're guessing, dude. You just guessed about your own genealogy, claiming that they was over there trying to falsely claim
right. No, I got documents for that. I didn't do no guessing on that.
What documents? Bring them up today.
That's what I'm saying. Bring up the documents.
I upload all of the documents to you, brother. On the back. Hold on.
We need to see the documents.
Let one thing at a time.
We want to see it on the live, not in the backstage that you say, assume that you're going to send it. Send it live.
Hey, listen, let's get into the pyramids in Africa. I'm not even about to play with him. I'm tired of these little dudes. I spank dudes like this for a living. Let's go to it right now. How many pyramids are in Africa? Should be real simple. A collection nearly 200 ancient pyramids still stand in the banks of Africa.
Still stand, bro. They had over 800 that was destroyed. You ain't listening to what I said.
Bro, I don't listen to what you say, bro. You ain't got no proof. You ain't showing nothing.
I'm finna go get the proof right now. Hold on.
source in the back. And when you get to this source that I'm speaking on right here, it even goes into said that they are 100 estimated other pyramids in a Sudan that they have not discovered. That makes it only a total of 300, bro. You're not going on. Matter of fact, let's go.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead. Take your time, brother. We got all day. We got all motherfuckers.
Hey, you mind if I ask a quick question?
Yeah, absolutely.
Even though like I said before, I look at it, as a distraction. But at the same time, how do y'all feel about, Kanye, Kyrie? Even though we know what it is with the people in that entertainment and sports entertainment field, but they are now coming out and promoting the people that's in that Israelite movement. They're saying that we that lost found dead people that are confused to our identity, confused to our heritage, and pointing out us as really the people that fit God description culturally, morally, and spiritually as how
So
his
my
people would be
opinion with that
in these
Hebrew
last
Israelite
days. How do
stuff,
you feel about that?
my opinion, I think it's just to reinforce that, oh, your land is in Africa somewhere instead of claiming the Americas. Because with that Hebrew to Negroes documentary, it don't talk about Aborigines in America. All it's talking about is you're cursed with the Deuteronomy thing where, oh, they sent you over here in slave ships, but they don't acknowledge that American Indians were already chattel in the Americas prior Africans. And also you had some Moorish niggas, you had Negroes that's Aboriginal to Europe that helped colonize the Americas. So that throws a wrench in that whole Hebrew Israelite story. Then you also have other thoughts of thinking like the Hebrew events happened right here in the Americas. So you're going to have to break that down to these individuals that's not up there with us consciously with the Aboriginal information.
So you said that you feel like it has no value because it doesn't fit into the house of knowledge that you adhere to?
For one, it's just allegory.
Okay, I got you.
So yeah, what are you saying though, Ling Ling? You ain't giving it like what I'm saying is if you're not teaching the truth, which is the truth is who are the people in America? Who are the Negroes in America? We can start chopping down certain things and aspects of it. See, I'm already so advanced when it comes to this understanding. I'm not even going to go into my understanding and my affirmation and understanding and overstanding of that the Americans, ancient Americans, took all the science that you see used around the world, pyramid building, metallurgy, everything to the Eastern Hemisphere. I have the facts. I have literature that backs it up, archaeology backs it up, anthropology backs it up.
But it cannot add one more thing. I think that
Absolutely.
the what I guess where the people are coming from in the Israelite movement is that if you look at the verified history of our foreparents, we've always had a certain unique relationship with America, with white society and with America, and we have it unto this day. We've inherited to this day, and our relationship with America, not necessarily with the land, but with America, has been a very toxic one. And the people, certain people have always come and said, for us to really be made whole and for us to really to have a free people outlook on the world and on ourselves and on each other, that we kind of would have to get out of our relationship with America. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's kind of like where they're coming from. They're coming from the perspective that, okay, this relationship with America is pretty much like, a better housewife. You know, you got this husband is beating your ass and disrespecting you before the world, and then threw you out the house naked, and then burnt you with an iron, and just did all type of stuff to you. So I'm trying to bring you something, bring you a culture and a mindset and something else that will get you out of your toxic, abusive relationship, and stand you up as something else. You know, that I think that's where the thing is, because I understand people with the relationship with America, and it's been a very arduous one. But it's certain people that just feel like this relationship with America, you know, I don't know. It's, to me, we're the farther we think we getting with America in our relationship, it's the more it's destroying us internally as a people. You know what I'm saying? That's all I wanted to say.
So are you under the impression that people have to immigrate out of the Americas and immigrate to a black ethno state in somebody else's land like Africa?
Let me ask the brother a question, man. Listen, are you proposing that there's other countries that's more suitable for the so-called black man in America?
Well, it's really not even a thing of a country being more suitable. It's the foundation of our culture, the foundation of our identity, the foundation of our moral, spiritual, and mental outlook has always been the product and had the bottom line of another people. And I think they're saying that
what do you mean by that? I'm not understanding. What are you saying? What are you saying?
Oh man, see, I'm trying not to really go deep.
No. You're saying it, but you're not saying it. I want you just to say it. Just say it.
Well, okay. I say it. How can I compare it? Okay, I know you now y'all say it's allegory, but you're familiar with the Bible, right? You're familiar with Exodus, Deuteronomy, these different things.
Yes.
If you look at
Deuteronomy only works if you came from Africa, bro. It don't work when you.
No. We not even
Aborigine, bro.
We talking. Well, no. Listen, we talking about just the story of Israel's captivity in Egypt, right? Just that story of their captivity. If you look at what Pharaoh and his people tried to do to Israel, to the Israelite people, that's the same thing has been done to us in America. It's a lot of similarities.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get what the brother's saying, because I'm actually kind of entitled. Okay, let's just say Deuteronomy is true, and let's just say this is a parable. Okay, so now we got to break this down. Have our people ever been put on ships? No, check. But it says you will be put on ships in bondage. The only bondage we have went through is when we became citizens, when you got put on a citizenship. See that? See how that works? You see how that
Yeah.
And situation goes when you get put in a citizenship? You see how all of us can fit on? You see how millions of people can fit on in a citizenship?
Yeah,
you see
exactly.
that? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. I understand exactly what you're saying.
Let's make sense. The bondage in the Deuteronomy story is all you niggas being pushed into a citizenship. The only shit where all you niggas can be forced into without you rebelling.
So that begs the question. If you look at the majority, if you from just like with civil rights all the way back to the Black Free Class Society in the 1700s, we said we was put into a citizenship. If you look at a lot of these leaders, it's always been a thing where we try to have this relationship with America and be loyal to America and be joined with white society and all these things. So what culturally about us wanted us to be in this citizenship, wanting to continue on in this relationship? Why wasn't it a thing of us going together and going to be in our own Aboriginal culture?
You was put in bondage. You was put in bondage first. You was caught up. You was in a bond. You got hit with the taxation laws, which force your people into certain situations and lands giving up.
Uh-huh. So so you said we didn't have certain leaders that kind of wanted to love and integrate and be a part of this unfair system or be a
Oh
part
no,
of this
absolutely,
continue our
absolutely,
abusive relationship.
absolutely, brother.
So
Absolutely.
what is it about us culturally from the basis of our culture that wants to continue on in this toxic relationship with this place and wants to be so loyal to a place that we rather be destroyed
Well, listen.
So
Well,
what
than
is
go and
listen.
be in our
confusing?
aboriginal culture.
Hold
For
on, hold
one,
on, hold on, Tyron. Hold on. First of all, I understand your question and your reasoning, but you got to realize, as Americans, we don't run from anything. We haven't never ran, and the reason we stay here is one of the most important reasons of it all. This is our shit, and we can take pride in being in our shit. There's no other people in the world that can talk like Americans because we don't run, flee, nor leave to go to nobody else's shit. We sit here and we try to come up with solutions to solve the issue ahead of us. Now, what that would be called is being a victim of refugees. No, we already are victims of genocide on paper. We already victims of Jim Crow. You understand me? And servitude
Okay, now
claim.
I'm saying that's
yeah.
true. But what I'm saying that's true. I'm saying
But you,
that's true. But I'm saying
you
is it
supposed
true? At the end of the day, is it true? Hold on, let me ask this one question. Because you said this is our shit, right? This is our shit.
Why they can't send us away from
This
that?
is the land that we've been in. But at the end of the day, it is our relationship with America, with the land, or is it with white society? Have we had a movement, especially over the last 200-300 years, where it's like, listen, this is our land. We want to be sovereign. We want to be on this land and have the right to pursue our own cultural direction, our own economic direction.
Well,
bro.
it is, and it's happening right now before you
Hold
see
on, Tom. Let me say this right quick. Nothing that we do is nobody else's culture. Nothing that we do. All this is American culture, and I can prove it to you going back thousands and thousands of years, practiced by the indigenous peoples on this land. We got to take pride into where we are, no matter the situation. You want us to leave to go somewhere else that's way more fucked up than our home,
bro.
where everybody's leaving.
You're missing my point. I think you're missing my point. I'm not talking about leaving. I'm talking about our situation right here. At the end of the day, is our situation is it dependent?
Our situation is bad. Can we agree on that?
No, I'm not saying I know. I'm saying that is our situation, the situation we're in right now. You said that this is our situation, this is our shit, this is our land, this is our way of life, this is our thing. I'm saying that if you prove that with history, everything about the last 20 years has been dominated by a relationship with white society. Our situation right now is completely dependent on white society for a way of life, for a job, for healthcare. So where's if this is our thing, where's all of this independence and our ability to guide our own way of life as a people? Where is it?
You gotta understand, brother, that this is part of indoctrination. This is part of colonization, and one of the key components is waking your people up to realize the situation that they're in. And brothers and sisters coming together and putting together solutions. Now, what I'm trying to tell you is that it's always going to be situations for you to overcome here. Now, these people just got control of something within the recent times. And it all, like you said, happened with these leaders wanting to integrate. We can go back and look at the things that so-called Black American Aboriginal Americans was doing prior to integration. You see what I'm saying? More inventions, more stability, more economic footing, everything. So this is a process that we can look in the past, even though our past wasn't perfect. There's things that you can use to gather better footing in the future. And one of those things is cutting off ties with folks and start shopping with your people, investing into your imagination, which is your creativity, which ultimately manifests into what we call inventions, right? These are the things that we have to do, but the first thing to do is we got to make awareness to it. So that's what brothers like me is doing, is bringing awareness to it. See, we propose all these questions.
Look, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying about awareness. But what my point that I'm trying to get back to is that what is it about our foreparents, about the culture that we have? What is it about making you give up all the things that we were able to do under one of the harshest political times that any people in the world have went through? To be able to do the things that we did as a people to keep our families together, all the stuff all the history we know. What about us and what about our cultural outlook and about us as a people made us want to give all that up to be a part of white society? That's all I'm saying.
Listen, to be honest, that's a
it gotta be something different.
That's a very complex question, and it has very complex. It's not just one aspect to how our people left and how this thing took place into somebody else's hand. Now we done broke this thing down on several different aspects. You see what I'm saying? Taxation laws was one of the first things that fucked our people up. You see what I'm saying? Land grants and extensions. See, this whole fiat-based system is what ultimately locked you in. That's your bondage. See, you won't understand. Your people was free. They could go build a house. They could just open up a center or work out their garage, and or they was builders and they was employees. You got to understand this whole system that we was doing. The hard work labor was exchanged for easy labor and easy pay. What they call factory working. Factory working was another way to issue the people off their land. Man, a lot of people just left and stopped wanting to do the hard work and got with the factory programs. See, there was various different ways. That's a complex question that needs for a strategic breakdown or a whole live stream dedicated to that, because it's not just one aspect. We can go through various different aspects on it.
And that's why I said I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that some people are pointing out in the Bible and saying, well, wait a minute. The cultural, moral, spiritual outlook of these people matches the cultural, moral, and spiritual outlook of these people that in this book that was prophesied 2,000 years ago that they would be here. So it can't. Let me finish. Let me just finish this one little part, and I'm done. I'm gonna mute myself. So we're saying that wow, these people that are going in these spiritual and cultural circles, like in the Bible, how it talks about the people who go into these certain circles and would trust in the spirit of Pharaoh in order to be their shame. That matches the so-called American Negro here today. So I just think that this mighty. It just seemed like it just would be such an odd thing.
It would seem like
that could match us as a people. That's all.
It would seem like a prophecy coming from someone that's looking at it with a blind eye or from a faith-based point of view. But when you start chopping shit down, be like, damn, the same people that came over here to colonize and usurp and set the system up that turned you from a sovereign to a citizen, right, is the same people that publish and put this book out. Now, if somebody say, now listen, I'm going to whoop these niggas' ass and I'm going to write it down in a book. And these niggas is going to have to, and I'm going to tell these niggas that they'll get justice after I kill them and whoop the shit out of them. And then they give you the book and be like, listen, I'm about to whoop your ass. And this book from God said that I'm supposed to whoop your ass. No, it's a plan. This is in the book. And that's what you call it, a prophecy. The niggas who call that you think is the prophesizers is the niggas who wrote the book, the same niggas who came over and colonized you and set up the whole system.
Okay, how many people have been colonized, sir? How many people, to your understanding, have been colonized throughout the
world? Niggas all around the world. So, you got niggas in the South Pacific, niggas in South Asia, niggas in Africa.
Except for the niggas in New Centralese that I see.
Okay, so why is it that
when I was overseas,
we look at the Filipino, we can see all these people that's colonized, right? But we still see that our condition. I don't know. It just like a mighty big coincidence. But I'm gonna leave it alone. It's just like a mighty big coincidence.
It ain't no damn coincidence. It's a conspiracy. They're conspiring against the Aboriginal people of this land. This is not a coincidence.
Here's how your own theory collapses in on itself. Because for one, Pharaoh is not an indigenous term used in Kemet culture. That's some foreign shit. You're and on top of that, you're conflating America, which is the land, with the United States corporation, and you already seen the results. Hold up, hold up, Zoe Morris. You already seen the result of us fleeing America and finding an Israel or black ethno state elsewhere, and those plans failed because those people in those lands that's foreign to us saw you as a foreigner and not one of their people.
Had nothing to
This
do with
is
that,
your
man. Had
land.
nothing to do with that.
This is your land. Why do you keep putting spells on the people with these Bible prophecies and that ain't got shit that it hinders your growth?
Well, this is the thing about it. This is the thing about it. And I think that you tried to bring up some stuff about Pharaoh wasn't that was some foreign stuff. I'm saying that at the end of the day, if you look at what we're trying to do, I feel like Pan-Africanism, and I'm not disrespecting. I was Aboriginal. I was into that. I was in all these schools. I feel that at the end of the day,
You wasn't in the Aboriginal
if you're
school.
not,
When?
Bill Morris,
no,
when
I'm
was you
saying,
in the Aboriginal thought?
When? That's what I'm saying. When was you in the conversation, bro? When was you in this community?
well, I was in I don't know. Well, I don't know if are y'all different than Morris Science Temple?
Yeah, we ain't. Yeah, we no. This the
We ain't
Aboriginal
no Moors.
Moors community, brother.
Well, I know y'all
And listen,
cousin
let me say,
schools the house.
let me say this. Let me say this. Shout out to the Moorish brothers and sisters. Shout out to the Hebrew brothers and sisters. This is not a religious understanding. Aboriginal is not a religion. We don't have a Bible. We don't have none of that. This is a way of life. This is the truth. You can be a Moor and be an Aboriginal. You can be a Hebrew and be an Aboriginal. This ain't a religion, bro. Y'all asking questions as if Aboriginal is a religion. Aboriginal is your lineage. It's your bloodline. It can't be questioned. It can only be observed and understand and explored from origins to now. That's it. It's not up for debate.
So I mean, so you don't think that
Hey,
our relationship with America is a you don't look at that like if you look at other groups of people with their relationship with their land, you don't think that our relationship with this land is something very unique as a group of people? You don't think that?
Can you repeat that again? My bad. What you say?
Me. I'm just saying. Do you think that our relationship with America is a very peculiar, unique relationship that other groups of people don't have with their land?
No. What do you mean by peculiar? Can you explain a little more?
Just meaning that okay, we talked about you now out of your own mouths. Y'all talked about the taxation. You talked about the lynching. You talked about the redlining. Everything that we know about, all the history we know about. But still, you've had this dominating mind that still wanted to integrate and be a part of the very people and love the very people that were destroying you or attempting to marginalize and oppress you, right?
Listen,
so,
a lot of this merging in happened between these leaders, and it happened because they got certain people that was speaking on our dire situations.
It don't matter. It don't matter how. It don't matter. It don't matter though, dude.
Hold on, nigga. Let me get my shit off. I'll let you politely get your stuff off. I promise. It is because of that. It's because of these leaders integrating. It is because of this so-called church and this Bible that they start believing and pushing this whole out of Africa, integrating, going back and being nice and all this shit came from the church, bro. They got my peoples emotionally attached to Jesus, and they got emotionally attached to this church, and this church is the reason that they started getting people to leave America and going to Africa. That was set up by like the W.E.D. Du Bois, the goddamn Richard Allen's, the American Colonization Society, the Black Boule, the Black Quakers, Prince Hall. These are the people that orchestrated this understanding of indoctrination that has affected my people. So yeah, you can't say and ask and not look around and see that it was a nigga ushering your ass right up in here. They always do nigga trying to usher you in up under the white zaddy that y'all niggas look up under. No. We gotta understand that. No, we gotta deal with what's going on here. Our people's being here. And the people that spoke on our people's being here, the people that were saying that we need to stay here, America is cool, we rich, we got money, we understand it. Listen, no, niggas were trying to get us to leave to go to Africa, help build their shit up. Sierra Leone, Cameroon, Liberia. It wouldn't be built up like that is without America. If it was, they would have been built up before we got that. Before they start taking niggas from out of here.
Facts. Yo, peace to the panel. It's Lions, Wolves, and Hebrews.
Peace and business.
Peace of the God. Peace of the God.
I just want to say, like, you gotta separate the church from the actual Bible, because the Bible doesn't support Christianity and that craziness that they talk about. It talks about nation building, and they use the church to keep you from nation building, because you were supposed to separate yourselves from all this bullshit and create your own shit, not be up under this society that you don't agree with.
Absolutely.
All right, so you are the people of the book. I would say those cultural practices is what you would do. You would kill a Gentile or somebody, an outsider, when they came on your holy ground. That was your practices.
No, you
right.
right.
You would make your offerings to the Great Spirit and believed in the spirits and all throughout all. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and you got to give it from a true aspect. Like I said, when you look at some of the tradition of the chosen people, and when you look up ancient traditions from the Aboriginal people of this land, it's almost an identical match.
Facts.
It's an identical match. When you look into some of the oldest alleged, what we talking about, Israelite Hebrew writings and documentation artifacts, they're found in America, brother.
Facts.
You understand me? When you get into some of the language and evolution of linguistics that's culturally inclined with what we call phonetic Hebrew, that's found in America.
You speaking all facts. And when we come back to our cultural practice and state our Aboriginal law, what's going to be different than the Hebrew law?
Right. So, like, I look at it like tomato. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not attached to any of these descriptive terms that we apply to our people that strictly applies to our people. Some of it does muddy up the water because, like I said, not everybody has the same sentiment as you, Brother Lion, when it comes to this Hebrew understanding and how it pertains to the Aboriginal people in America. A lot of people don't have that same sentiment.
Right. These niggas trying to limit your greatness. Like, you couldn't cross waters and conquer a land that wasn't in America. You had to be in America this whole time. You couldn't bring civilization and culture to the rest of the world. It had to be somebody else. No,
we did. Listen, that's when they started calling us Hebrews, when we started taking our science out of the Americas. As a matter of fact, when we crossed over this ocean, the water, when we crossed over, they labeled us the Hebrews then. That's when our science and they took our shit on the road. And a lot of people established their own theological religious aspects to control nations based off our cultural practices and traditions.
That part.
On top of that, Hebrews weren't building pyramids. That was the Aborigines.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but also Hebrews were also known as a great seafaring nation too. So that's something that the white side can't really account for in their history.
Well, and by definition, Hebrew means nomad.
I would
say, I think y'all. I think sometimes I think people got to stop kind of being carnal. I think that people have to kind of stop being carnal about things. What good is it to have a great country, to have inventions, to have all these things, everything that America is? Now we not going to front. America is, as far as top tier nations, as far as come here or wherever to be here and create a life for yourself. But what good is it to have all of that? What good is it to have influence over entertainment and this type of thing? What good is it to have all that and to have a completely dead moral compass, to be completely dead in your family's procreation. I mean, what good is it to have all these things and to lose your heart, mind, and soul? I mean, it's just. I think that some of that stuff we have to. I think if we had our
What do
own
you
moral
mean? What do you
foundation
mean
and
by
cultural
losing?
outlook on things.
How are people losing their mind, heart, and soul again? You skip past that real fast. What you say?
What I'm saying is that what good is it to have material things or to claim something
Because we
the great
invented these
of a
we
building?
invented these material things from our imagination, which
Okay.
people applaud and exploit and monetize. When we deal with every
Okay. Now,
aspect that we call American culture, they now monetize what we invented and created. This is not nothing new. When you see people wearing diamond
okay,
chains,
now,
when you see people
I'm
wearing
saying,
diamond chains and mink coats and gold teeth, this go back 10,000 years ago to some of the oldest mummies ever found on the planet, called the Chinkaro mummies. You understand what I'm saying?
okay. Now, if you, I understand that. I understand. I understand having physical things, but what I'm saying is that what good is to have created all that, or to all that be in your mind, and it means nothing now when spiritually you can't. I mean, you can't even go a day without a shooting. You can't. I mean, to be rock bottom in your morals, values,
Uh,
principles, ability to get along, ability to
What are you
commune.
opposing?
I
You have
haven't
to
All
be
shot
right,
that.
nobody in
listen,
33 years,
you
so
saying this, and you saying this, and what are you opposing though?
You said, what am I upholding?
What else are you opposing besides that? You say that to say what is what I'm saying. You say that to say what?
To
What is
me,
your
that's
what is
Babylon. I mean, to me, that's
what is
that's a
your what is
that's a Babylon.
what I'm saying is what is your
It's
solution to the problem, brother? That's what I'm saying.
The U.S. Patent
well,
Office.
you already know you already know how I'm coming. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I
I'm
don't
U.S.
know.
saying
Patent
that
Office.
I don't know. I want to hear a real solution to this issue.
The U.S. The
If
U.S.
you keep
Patent Office
asking
is the
questions
solution.
of me.
The U.S. Patent Office
I'm
is the solution. Everything started when they came over and opened the U.S. Patent Office, and they patented what we already made and sold us to it, and made it that they're the only ones who can create it. The Patent Office did exactly what both of you were. Only one person can sell once they have the rights to it. Once they patented everything that we had made and was given by God that we had been doing for 300,000 years, they patent it and say you can't do it no more. You get rid of the patents, you get rid of their ownerships and their ability to only say that only one group of people can do it. It's the patent office.
question, does China have
I'm
to
not
respect
understanding
the
how
patents
you
of
invent
America?
Yeah.
Hold on, one at
China,
a time.
China, China
One
respects
at
them
a,
more than America.
one
I
at a
No,
have
they
time.
never
don't. They
State
said
your
that.
steal
name.
our
I have
technology
never
all
said
the time. And
I
when
have
you
never
a
said that.
sovereign nation, you get to do what you want. And the real solution is stop being up under these people and creating our own thing and back to like we used to do since time immemorial. This is why
Right. But
we stopped
you have
having a nation, because we stopped building our nation. We
okay, so
went and
you
joined in America, and now we buddy with America, and we can't leave it alone.
understand that the entire world has DHL, FedEx, UPS, all those places that deliver to the entire planet. All these things that get delivered, U.S. Postal Service, you cannot get a piece of mail or anything without this system sending it to you. These same exact systems stop you from doing anything. I understand if you wanted to go to another country and to bring something over there, but you're going to need a mailman for that. All these things, once you find out, it sounds simple, but you got to understand that everything that was patented was already here.
And
When they made it that you cannot no longer produce it or make it, they told the rest of the world to follow the patents, and the rest of the world is following them. So the rest of the world won't deal with you because of patents. If you get rid of the patents, they have no claim on anything that they say they own or that they can
true,
sell. I have 27 patents, man. I know I have international patents, and China
true.
respects your patent more than America. I'm not talking to a person as a novice. I'm talking about somebody who's 25 years deep in this. Understand that literally, you just said in your conversation, they came over here and started doing what we're doing. They're literally doing the exact same thing. They're selling us back to ourselves, but what they're doing is like a contract. The artists come from the ghetto. They sign a contract with the labels, and that is that's the covenant. And they make it that only you can get this information only from us. was the same thing. When they decided they was going to make the cotton gin, these things were already here. Eli Whitney put a patent on it, and he made it where only he can make it. Every house in the world had a cotton gin. But once he said, I own this technology, and it was respected, only he could make it, and you had to buy from him. It's the patents.
Copper color grizzly.
Say Eli Whitney is not making money.
Hey, hold on just a second, y'all. I got one of the elders on the panel. I want to allow Alabama to get his words off. Peace and blessings to everybody on the panel. I appreciate y'all coming on for dropping y'all heat too, man. Go ahead, brother Alabama. You got the floor.
Thank you, my brother from another mother. I was just going to segue with him for a particular question. The patent brother, I didn't catch his name, but are you aware in 2021 there is some Chinese businessman that has trademarked the term African American? Were you aware of that?
You know what that
There
means?
you go. That's exactly what we're talking about.
A trademark and patent. Thank you, brother. Continue.
Okay, well, if that be true, I'm just taking it in the context of what you're saying about the Chinaman or Chinese government giving more respect, as you say, from your 25 years experience. And I'm going to bow to you on your expertise. But I'm just asking you, do you agree with such a thing? And if that is the case, then what does trademarking or patenting a term or a phrase, African American, what does that mean specifically to a people in the ignorant state of their identity crisis?
It mean a race. It mean like when you put African American or you put
it does
Indian.
not.
I did not
Hold
cut you
on.
off, bro. Let me just get my 30 seconds.
Hold on. I was talking specifically to the brother who's a patent. But before you go any further,
I'm answering it because I'm showing you where it only matter at, my brother. African American, Black, Indian, and all that stuff.
Hold on, Ro. I'm gonna let you get it in. Alabama got the flow, and he was directly asking the brother who brought up the patent question. But I got you. I'll let you get the flow right after Alabama.
And AP, there's a reason why I was addressing it that way, because I'm kind of getting weary of us being diverted into specious discussions. Number one, no identifier is such a thing as race. Let's put a pin in that for a second. I'm only talking about this designation that's being commercialized. To take the example this good brother was saying with patents, whoever this Chinese businessman is putting himself in a position to profit off of any and everyone referring to themselves as African American. That's the reason why I was required him to give me some insight from his expertise. Is the patent brother still here? Because I didn't catch his name. Is he still on the panel or did he drop?
There are a couple. I believe it's two of them. No, they dropped off. They'll be back.
So here's AP, the point that I'm saying, okay? This is a specious argument that we keep having as a disenfranchised and unempowered people only in the context of financial, you know what I mean? And the financial interactions in a commercial enterprise. Everything that is going on here where people want to call this white supremacist America or whatever, or American capitalism, has started with the first designator, nigger. You feel me? That took our Aboriginal autochthonous men and women and turned them into property. That's where this patent shit jumped off on. Okay? So when we have these discussions, let's kind of focus on those facts and stay within that realm instead of getting drugged down into these distractionary discussions about what is a race or not, because it does not benefit us if we're not getting benefit.
Again, like I said, it goes back to being organized around nation building. We have to get to this mindset where we have to create everything ourselves. He's like Buddy was talking about the patent office and you're gonna need a mailman. No, you are the mailman. You are the patent office. You are the governors. You are the doctors. You are.
Hey, when did the patent office was made? See, the Patent Office, the Patent Law Act, and the Corporation Act came in 1909 when they incorporated our birth certificates. So it's not what name you call yourself, because the birth certificate is what they patent in 1909. It's called the 1909 Patent Act, and it's called the 1909 excise tax act is when they taxed our birth certificates. And if you call yourself Black, African American, Indian, Hebrew, Christian, Superman, God man, you're under their contract when it comes to the social security number, race, and ethnicity.
As long as you're under this system, you're under their contract.
No,
This
you're
is why
not.
you
Now
have
you
to
can
be
1 second
about
now. I'm just trying to say
nation
something. I'm
building.
just trying to say one thing because it seems like y'all don't know what a patent is. I'm trying to give y'all the date and all this shit where it was made and African and all them names y'all putting in there. I ain't trying to be an asshole. I'm just trying to give people understanding of this shit because it seems like nobody else know what it is. And all I'm saying is, so when you sign any name under that contract, don't knock any other name because all them names is bullshit except for Aboriginal and Indigenous because them is going to be locate your lineage. Because you're Aboriginal to America, your mother and your grandfather, your grandparents and your great-grandparents are Aboriginal to this land and Indigenous to this land. So them is the only two words you could be.
What does that have to do with nation building?
You can't be a nation because your nation starts with your mother. That's what the word natio means, your birth. It don't means nation like y'all think. If you look at natio, N-A-T or N-A...
So when the
I'm just trying to say
people
that's
in
what your
like the
nation is.
Donbass and Ukraine declared their independence, you know, like they had a UN right to do that, right?
We're not a part of the UN. We're in America. And the UN, sir.
But just
I'm
like,
just saying one thing, sir. You said the
they were
UN,
able
sir.
to get together and declare their
No, they was
independence
not. They are
and
under the
separate
UN, like you
themselves
said,
from
sir.
something they didn't agree with.
They are
We
under
also
the
have that
UN,
power.
sir. They are under the UN, the United Nations. Why would some Americans want to be under some European United Nations, sir?
And understand that all these are planned. You're going to find that Ron Johnson, who remembers Ron Johnson assassination, that plane crash? He died in Bosnia in 1992. You're going to find that when Ron Johnson's plane crashed, when they were allowed full membership into NATO, you're going to find that their membership came from Ron Johnson's death. So 100% elder brother, I don't know how old you are, but you're 100% right. It's still going to that same system.
Now, I'm asking y'all one simple question. Why would we want to be under the UN and we're talking about America is bad?
You wouldn't.
It's not being under anyone, it's being under our own control and putting our declaration that we ain't with this shit. We are
The only
shit.
people that has ever did that was the Moors. Y'all taking the Moors playbook and it don't work, gentlemen.
Exactly, because when you declare,
thank you. Yes, y'all taking the Moors book about nationhood, and I'm telling you, the word nation comes from Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, French, and Latin. Natio, which means the birth of you, and that's following your indigenous and your Aboriginal lineage. I digress.
This is literally going on in the world right now, where there's war over there in Ukraine because a group of people, a part of Ukraine, said we ain't a part of Ukraine no more. We're gonna do our own thing, and now they actually joined Russia themselves.
Wrong.
Yes, because they was under the UN. All these nations you're talking about. All these nations you're talking about, every last nation in the world was made off the UN and off the banking system. There has not been a nation in the world before 1776 because all nations come from the Aboriginal nation of America. And then when you talk about the Slavic nations, which is Serbia, Bosnia, Czech Republic, and Ukraine and all them countries haven't even been around since 1950. Before 1950s, them countries belonged to Russia until the UN came over there and made World War II. So now you're saying we're supposed to be under the UN. We're not supposed to be under the UN.
I'm not saying
country
that.
is supposed to be back. One second, my brother. I'm just trying to show y'all a different view. Just showing you a different view because it seems like y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Ukraine called Russia in 1940, sir. Ukraine was called Russia in 1940. They're getting their lands back. It's called consolidation. They're doing that to all the countries over there, sir.
So do you say we don't? So what you say is we don't need to come together, be our own thing, be our own sovereign people because we'll be up under the UN or we'll be up under somebody else. Is that what you're saying?
Can you tell me any sovereign people that has ever did anything?
Our people want the slave relationship with white society.
No,
sir.
I'm trying to tell you, when you say sovereign, you don't know what sovereign means. This is our land. Our ancestors made this land. Our ancestors created everything on this land. So we do not need to separate. We do not need to separate from nothing on this land. We just need to separate.
I'm not
on their
saying
land.
separate on this
so
land.
by
I'm saying
default,
separate
sir.
ourselves from the USA.
The USA is a contract. That's all I was trying to say. So any name, thank you. So we don't have to
That's
separate
what I'm
from
saying.
it. All
Separate
we have to do is
ourselves
sign a
from the
different piece
USA.
of
Just like
paper.
there's Canada, Mexico, the United States. You know what I'm
What
saying?
was
We can
before
have
Canada, sir? Sir, what
the
was before
Aboriginal
Canada?
America or
What
whatever
was
we want to
before
call that
United
shit,
States
but
of
we will have the
America?
autonomy to call that whatever the fuck we
Sir,
want.
autonomy means you a foreigner and you left your land and you got autonomous rights in somebody else's land like the Uyghurs.
All right, you want to play semantics? Play semantics.
See,
It's
you don't
whatever.
know how to
It's
talk
whatever.
real law. You're getting mad at me because I'm telling the truth because you don't know what you're talking about, sir.
So what you're saying is we don't need to be our own thing. We don't
Sir,
need
you
to
said
be
we need to be our own thing and our own
people.
sovereign
We don't
nation. I'm
need to
telling
be
you, sovereign
united amongst
nation,
ourselves and
sovereign, no, we don't
creating
need
our
that
own
because we never
governmental
was by
systems or
ourselves.
The
nothing like
United
that.
States
That's
was
what we
called the
saying.
Virginia Company before
Now,
they
I'm
changed it to the
asking y'all
United
one
States.
simple question. When have we ever been by our own self and in our own little weird ass isolated nation in the history of mankind?
Never.
Thank you. So quit talking some shit we ain't never used to. That's why we're in this problem right now because we're alone and we thinking it's us against the world.
So we didn't have our own tribal governments and things like that.
We made this government. It was the Aboriginals. One second, my brother. I'm gonna show you when we made it because you don't know when.
It was just
We
called
gave
life.
them that law, my
It
brother.
was just called life. It was just called
Sir,
life. We
no
didn't call it
disrespect
government.
to you. You're giving,
we didn't make
sir, you're
civic
getting mad
systems and
because you're giving
things like that.
hypothetical. Why do you give hypothetical statements? And when I give factual statements, you're getting mad because I'm saying facts and you're the one playing semantics, sir.
I'm not playing semantics. What I'm
You
saying
said you
is,
want us to get on our own nation and be sovereign, and that is for foreigners that go into somebody else's land, sir.
So what do you call it then? Put it in your
Sir,
words.
I'm just saying, just get your rights back.
Put it in
Follow
your
your
words. What
lineage.
do you call it? What do you
I'm
call?
saying
What do
follow
you
your
call having
mother's
your
and
own
father's
thing, your own
lineage.
autonomy, making your
No, it
own
is
rules
not
where
your
you're
own
not
autonomy.
taxed
That
by
is for
somebody else?
foreigners.
What do you call that?
I call it that your people are aboriginal and indigenous to this land.
Okay, so what does that get us? How does that get us from being untaxed
That
by
get us
America?
from us knowing that I'm from this land, my mother and father from this land, my grandmother and grandfather from this land, my great grandmother and great grandfather from this land, and everybody else's ain't. So to give me an understanding of who the fuck I am lawfully, and give me a
That what Martin Luther King
understanding of who
said.
everybody is.
So I know who I am
That what Martin
lawfully,
Luther
but
King
you
Who
know
said.
are
what?
you
I'm still
lawfully?
being taxed, and I
Who
don't
are you
understand
lawfully,
how
sir?
to get from
Who
being
are you
untaxed.
lawfully, sir?
Huh?
Who are you lawfully, sir?
I'm Aboriginal to America. I'm a descendant of the people who lived in Georgia and South Carolina since time immemorial and migrated from Central America and South America, and my skulls is found all over this place.
Okay, so there
as
you
well.
go. Your people come from Mexico. Your people come from Mexico and South America?
We were all one
See,
people
you were
at one
migrants
time.
to the
So
United
like
States of America.
you want to separate these things
Certain,
because
yes, I'm
somebody drew some
separating
invisible
certain things.
lines.
Yes,
But
yes,
to me,
yes.
there was no lines, and we was
Thank you. So,
all one
what was the
people.
names
So
of these
like,
lands before the lines?
huh?
You don't know the name of these lands before the lines. You don't even know when the lines came. They came in 18. They came. Canada was made in 1850 something. Mexico was made in 1860 something. Do you know the names of them places before then?
Yeah, it was named after the Moshi people or the Shi, and
See,
then you
that's what I'm
have
trying to say. People don't understand law. These
places
places was
like
under
the
city states. There was no such thing as
Americana and
that
the
sea stuff.
Amaru tribe and things
There's
like
no such
that.
thing as
General
tribes over
areas
here,
were
sir. We
named
lived
after
in
the people
cities.
who lived there or the
We
families that
lived
lived
in
there.
cities, sir. What cities do you come from?
There was great cities in Central and Southern
No, I'm talking
America.
about
Yes,
United States. What cities in United States do your family come from? Because mine come from Columbus, Ohio, Newark, Ohio, Charleston, South Carolina, Ann Arbor, Michigan, and they come from Dover, goddamn it, Illinois. Where do your family come from in America, sir?
Georgia.
Georgia was not your family. Don't come from Georgia. That's a corporation. Quit talking like the white man.
You said where? You just said
Where?
Illinois.
Georgia is
Yes.
not nowhere. Where in Georgia do your
You
people
just
come
said
from?
Northern Illinois, Southern Illinois, and all
No,
these
I did
states.
not. I
And
named cities. I named cities in there that my ancestors built. Where did your ancestors dwell at before the states?
Georgia, we drove.
No,
We
Georgia
drilled
is the state.
in
What city
rural
in
areas.
them?
My family has been farmers since time immemorial.
So
So
you
what do
saying
you
your
call
family from the woods
farmland,
like some
nigga?
hillbillies? So you saying your family from the woods like some hillbillies, right?
No, my family ain't from the woods like no
Where's your
hillbillies.
family
My
from
family
then,
from the
sir?
woods that was feeding
Where
you,
are your
nigga.
family from,
How do
sir?
you
Simple
feed
question.
yourself if you can't farm, nigga?
See,
You
I told
farm
you
in the
these people
middle
don't
of the
know their
city,
own
nigga?
history.
Huh?
Gentlemen,
Sir, where is your family located in Georgia?
Atlanta?
Thank you. So your family made Atlanta. Y'all not from the woods, nigga.
My family
What's
from
so wrong with that?
Savannah,
Because y'all don't know
Augusta,
real history.
South
Atlanta was
Carolina.
around before the state of Georgia. Atlanta was around before the state of Georgia, and all them cities was. So quit saying you come from them hillbilly ass woods and you come from Mexico, my nigga. What cities did your people build in America?
What's your name, please? Tell me your name, brother.
My name Andre Murphy. Root words. I'm a dog at this, brother.
I know you are. I love you. You're my hero.
I ain't saying I'm your hero. I'm just saying that y'all misinterpreting Aboriginal history by saying we come from the woods. So I'm asking y'all direct
I'm not
Aboriginal
saying we
questions.
came from the woods. I'm saying my family was farmers. I'm saying we
What
came from
cities
farmland. Do you
was your
know?
family
Do you know
farming
the
in?
technological
You said your family come from Mexico
complements
and
that
South
you have
America,
to
sir.
have to
You said your
build
family
up
come
land
from
to farm on
Mexico.
it for generations?
You said your family come from Mexico and the woodlands.
I'm
Where
saying
do your
that
family come from, sir?
I'm saying that from time immemorial, our people have been all
Time
over
immemorial, you're
America.
telling me your family come from Mexico in the woods, my nigga. Put some truth to your family.
Listen. So from time immemorial, my people has been all over America. I
What
can't limit
cities, my
my
nigga?
people to
Where
just
were they
one
in
portion
Mexico
of
City?
America for one time period when my
Where in
people has
America was
been
they
here
at?
roaming
Because
all
you're
over
sounding
this mud
suspect, my brother.
from time
Hey,
immemorial.
You're
bro, let
sounding
We were the
suspect,
people
my
who
brother.
built them Mayan cities. We were
What
the people
Mayan
who
cities?
built
What
them
Mayan
South
cities?
American cities.
What Mayan cities? What South American cities did your people build?
Bonampak.
The fuck is a stupid ass Bonampak?
Look it up, nigga.
See what I'm telling you? These niggas don't even know their own
Y'all
history,
too
y'all.
smart to argue. Y'all too smart to argue. Both of
This
y'all.
nigga can't even say motherfucking goddamn it,
Nigga, you don't know what
He can't even
Bonampak
say
is?
Venezuela.
You don't
We
know
did not
what
make none of them
Bonampak
big ass
is.
cities, bro. We
Tell
make
me
big
you don't know what
marvelous
Bonampak
cities.
is. Go look on the people painting on the Bonampak walls and tell me you don't see my face in that shit, all right?
Nigga, did you make Mexico City, the biggest city in Mexico? Did you make motherfucking Los Pueblos, the biggest city in South America? Did your family make them cities?
We built all this shit.
I
I
said, did
agree
your
with you,
family make
Root.
them two
We
cities?
built all this shit. I'm
Why can't
not
you
in
say that shit then?
disagreement
Why
with
do you
you
say
that
two weak
we
ass cities
didn't build
that
all
don't
this
even
shit.
count?
But we also farm. Did we not farm?
Nigga, we not from the farmlands, we're from cities.
Were we not agriculture?
You
So
don't
we
know
didn't
your
have
history and
agriculture.
you're mad, bro. Quit talking about some Aboriginal history and talking about we from Mexico, my nigga,
We
from the
didn't have
woods.
agriculture in our Aboriginal
Nigga,
history. Is
fuck
that
some
what you're saying?
agriculture. We ain't from agriculture land. We're from the cities, bro.
So we
Nigga,
didn't
no,
know
you don't know
nothing,
your
right?
history and you're getting mad that I'm asking you simple ass.
You acted like
Hey,
we
hold
didn't
on,
know.
hold on, y'all. Hold on. I just want to say, man, we got to stop the beef, man. That's why I'm about to end the live stream in a minute anyways, man. We'll come back to y'all later on, man. We can probably do another one later on, man. That's why I do the phone calls, man. We got to start handling ourselves in a little more less emotional manner as grown men because we have young men that's on here listening to the conversation.
Exactly. Copper color grizzly. The
Hey, y'all
reason why I
brilliant.
did not.
Hey,
Listen, y'all brilliant.
power,
I'm
man. It's,
sorry.
you ask these niggas simple ass
My
questions they
bad,
can't
y'all.
answer, bro.
I
That's
let
all
Root
some simple shit,
get me
bro.
caught up in that.
There is
It's
no
some simple
need
questions. Like
for.
a
I
lot of people be
apologize.
saying that they're from America and they be claiming it's Aboriginal shit. You ask them a
And
simple
good
question.
words.
Well, where we
Good
from in
words.
America?
I gotta put Obama Park mirrors too, man. We teach on that, man. That's what I show, man. When I show you an image, like, hold on, let me show you an image. Hold on, give me 2 seconds.
I'm not going against that ad power. I'm just
Look,
trying to say a lot of people are taking
look.
us out of America.
Look, this is from the Obama Park mirrors. This shows that niggas was in charge, and any invader came here, we snatched them up.
Hey, bro, where's the city of Park? That shit is happening in Mexico City, and that shit happened in real cities, bro.
Yeah, that happened in the Obama Park mirrors, I believe, is in somewhere in Guatemala or somewhere right
Thank
there.
you. See, I'm saying little simple shit like that. Like, hold on, thank you. If I'd have asked you about them, you would say, yeah, my people made them things in Guatemala. That's all I was asking, little stuff to uplift our greatness in this place as Aboriginals. That's all, my brother. And they get mad when I ask simple questions.
I'm not mad, but I was trying to talk about like why we need to be nation building, and then like I couldn't play the semantics with you about why we couldn't call it sovereign or call it a nation or call it independent or whatever the fuck
Hey,
because of
let me
some
say
term you
something.
got a problem with. You know what I'm
Let me
saying?
say something in the chat, man. Hey, we got a little Native American. Listen, real shout out. Come on the panel, because this is one of your ancestors that one of my ancestors is snatching up. So come on, I want to know how you feel about your ancestors getting snatched up by these niggas in America. Come on, man. Hit that link. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off, my brother that was speaking.
And I didn't know that Mexico City was the biggest city in the north in the America's hemisphere except for South America. Now, when you go to anything in Central America and North America, I didn't know that yet. And they say that niggas was in that city that whole time. The whole Mexican history is shaped around us for real, but we don't be claiming that shit. We want to
It's
claim
written
everything
in
else outside of it.
Listen, and we live in Veracruz, Mexico right now, and the entire history of Veracruz is nothing but a whole bunch of black people on all their artwork and everywhere. And they built the city. And the Mexican mayor who we meet with, she literally has a book and shows us a book of all the black people from that family and her grandparents, and they were all black. And these are the cities, what I'm trying to say. So I think both of y'all, brother, you are a genius. I can't wait to talk to you afterwards if you will allow me to. But we're hearing you. Everyone's hearing you, and I think we're mixing words a little bit, and
Right.
that's where we're coming up with our disagreement. I think sometimes because you know your shit, like I know my shit was something different. When people say the wrong word, it throws me off, even though they're saying the same thing.
Right.
Damn.
Right.
And that picture's funny though, man. That's not what that picture is though.
A lot of people say I start arguments. I just know we was great people over here that came up with the circle zero.
Did you hear me?
My fault. Shout out, my fault.
No, listen. That
Hey, that
is
picture
my
is funny
husband.
though.
My husband is the guy who always argues. So it's hilarious that he's refereeing right now. So listen, it's all good. It's all love in this room. We all trying to get to some answers and to some solutions. And I think that we really need to talk to each other and see what everybody's doing. Right now, y'all are on the phone with the man who cured worldwide blindness, and literally the churches and the institutions are working together because they are the same to make sure it is hidden, because the whole world should have stopped going blind in 2020. The whole world, IAPB, WHO, MIT,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna tell him earlier.
every single entity knows about this technology, and the technology has been since given to humanity as well. We read it in the patent because you got to go through the patent offices in this garbage science because it's all broken. So we need to come together collectively because he's created a career. Like our children can be eye doctors. No school. It's free training. We've
Can we
done
have
it.
more black people being eye doctors?
Yeah,
That's
listen.
what we need.
I'm
He
Listen,
is
and
right. That
and
We
technology is
supplied
here where they
we
stopped even
supplied Ghana, Gambia didn't have access to eye care. We supplied the entire country of Gambia, the entire
We
country
need black
of Ghana.
Americans.
Ghana. Well, let me finish.
Get off this
Let me
shit and be
can, let me
something.
finish. Let me finish. Ghana, Compton, California, Atlanta, Georgia, Australia, Mexico, and Belize. So understand that I give away vision. That's my job. That's my calling. So I know everything we're doing with me, and I'm watching the conversation, and I'm hearing all these brilliant people, and there's just a missing piece that brings everything together because we're all saying the same thing, and a couple words in between can gel everything over, and we can congeal. We are right
That's some
there.
real
Like
shit.
everybody here wants the same thing. All of us is love. So we only a couple words away to having this thing congeal and turn into something beautiful. Can you dig it?
That's some real shit right there, bro.
Amen. My brother, you know that the Tesla, those Tesla patents, are you familiar with how they have been exposed and
I
released
sure
after his death?
listen,
Are you?
brother. When
Go ahead,
so
brother. I'm
familiar
sorry.
with yes, sir. I'm so familiar with that because I've been writing patents since I was 19 years old. I'm 50 years old right now, brother. I work with the Tesla coil. I'm in Mexico. I paid for a cancer clinic that the Mexicans made out of the Tesla coil. 100%. I can tell you that technology inside and out. 100%. But the problem was, I'm
It's
rich.
still being suppressed, even though
Of
it's
course.
in the public realm under the law.
Right. It's
I
Now,
like
opposite
to say
though.
one
They're
thing,
doing
and
the
I'm gonna get
opposite.
out.
Now, are you familiar with the Buffalo situation, which is conspiratorially that
Of course.
prison, that security guard? Could you
Of
share
course.
some of that? I just want to hear some of your insights from your
Yes, of course.
expertise.
There's not just the gentleman in Buffalo. You look at the gentleman over in Arizona who came up with the car that ran off of water. They killed the people who fixed shit. The Buffalo thing, the reason why you know the Buffalo was a setup is because of the number 62, of course. But when you listen to the conversation afterwards, the man explains to you why he wasn't doing everything the way he was doing it the day prior when he gives his explanation as to him being a witness. But 100%, I'm telling you, and I'm telling you from 100% experience, I'll send you my link. There's been 2 public murder attempts on me because I fixed blindness. I'm hiding in Mexico because I fixed worldwide blindness. I'll send it to my brother later on today, but I'm telling you from personal experience. I swear to God in my life, and it's all online. So what I'm saying is I'm in this room listening to y'all because we are
Blessings to
stuck
you,
and we can't
brother.
run.
Blessings to you.
Well,
I just
you
was
guys are
bringing
looking for
those
salvation.
examples up because I'm sure you probably have heard of the Moody machine from the 70s.
That's like in the Reich machine. In the Reich machine. Remember, the Reich machine cured any disease. Every disease you had out there, they would send a frequency to your body and cure cancer, everything else. All these technology. I'm into medical technologies. So I know what they're suppressing. I'm literally living under 24-hour surveillance because they're suppressing these things. So I want 100%.
I'm in your corner, brother. Well, you and your queen, I'm in your corner. There should be more discussions of enlightenment. Let's stop this beefing. Yes, sister. You and your king, I'm in your corner 100%. And
I appreciate it. I'm gonna give you my email address. Everybody can have my email address who wants any more information or wants to build on, moving forward. Because at the end of the day, we could talk about
drop it in the main drop it in the main chat for me so I can pin it on the screen before we get out of here. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Hey, man, I enjoyed this live stream, man. I enjoyed this.
Copper Color Grizzly, thank you once again, brother, for your platform.
You holding it down, Aboriginal Power. But I want you to know that we appreciate all of the energy, and we're here to do our job, and that's pretty much just it. And you guys.
One more thing. If you guys are interested, if you're interested later on, I will show you the physical location where God is inside of your body. So later on, if anybody wants to know, I can show you exactly how God talks to all of y'all. I can show you, and there's no denial. So when you have time, I'll walk you through it.
Right. And one last thing, I just wanted to tie together 2 historical references for this type of conversation. George Washington Carver, the master of bioengineering, not Mr. Peanut, and give me some Skippy, got castrated by this system. Lewis Latimer gave us the light bulb and the phone. That one man, his brilliance, is only verified in the patent office for historical purposes. He died penniless and without children. Now, if we could use these 2 examples as I'm showing you of historical record of Aboriginal genius, that maybe we could elevate our discussion and stop this distractionary beefing nonsense. And I yield.
Facts.
Hey, I'm gonna end it on that note, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hey, beautiful words from the OG Alabama. Peace and blessings to everybody on the panel. Everybody for tapping in. Make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all get out of here. Subscribe to the channel, man. You already know what's up, man. So, hey, I want to see y'all later on too, man. So just tap in. You already know what's going on. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. With that being said, we out of here, man. Peace and blessings, man. You already know what's up. Make sure peace.
Whatever it takes. The alleyway.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me care. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling deep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I won't let them care, They won't see me, I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling deep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I can't let them care, They won't see me, I put attention, all in my blood, all in my veins. They started with Perky, now that hair run up his veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, hit my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They gon' see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They gon' see me, yeah.
Lost, see, I glossed through and shit ain't been the same. Heard the ops talking to the feds, giving names. Who gon' feed my family if they take me out the game? Keep one in the head and one eye open, that ain't change. I'm quick to catch a body. When I shoot, he shoot. I know bro shooting right beside me. Them hollow tips go do the work.